Okay, very good. Okay, hello everyone, and it's nice to be back here again. Last month we talked about compassion. It was all about the 2 or 3 series on Buddha, the Buddha's teaching of love, compassion, all over the world, not only in America and India, all over females, except in Afghanistan where the Taliban are just controlling all the women. But everywhere where women get a chance to express themselves, they're showing their, compassion, their love, their intelligence. So this book is called The Awakened Brain, the brain that is awakened. So the point she's trying to make is some of us, most of us, living in cities, we have lost our connection with the universe. People living in farms, in small villages, they have connected to the universe. They have trees, they have farms, they have the rivers flowing. They are still connected to the universe. Some of us living in cities, we don't even see the sky. We get out of our house, we get into the bus, we get into the tram, we get into the train, we don't see the sky, we are just seeing walls, rooms, buses, cars, nothing. We've lost our connection to the universe. So this book, she writes about how we can connect ourselves to the universe. When connecting ourselves to the universe, we connect ourselves to each other. So I'll talk about that a little later. And I have got, let me see 1 second. I want to see if I've got a screen on that. 1 second, okay. I need a picture of that screen. And I don't know if I have it. Yes, I have it. Okay. I'll show you that in a minute. But right now, since this is a sound healing program, let us do some sound healing. Okay? So these are my big bowls here, 2 big bowls. This is my crystal glass bowl. I've got several other bowls, and I've got a flute. Unfortunately, it's not like the Indian Krishna flute, but it is a flute. Trying to get a better view of myself. See, I'm a little bit egocentric. I want to see myself.
Um,
Okay, so
Logan, even everybody hear you, I cannot hear properly.
I can't.
Everybody
One
can
second.
hear you good,
Tell
but
me, can
just
you hear this?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, if you can hear this, can everyone can hear this? Can we start do 10 minutes of just sound healing? Then we'll talk about the theory, and then we'll do sound healing again. Because this main session is sound healing, how sound can bring us peace and healing different parts of our body, our mind, our psychology, our feelings. So if you want to just close your eyes for a few minutes and take a deep, slow inhalation, deep, slow breath inside, and deep, slow exhalation outside. While I play these different bowls, and I'll try and do 1 or 2 songs on the flute very slowly. I used to play fast, and someone told me play a little more slowly. Okay, so take a deep breath, and your out breath should be 1 or 2 counts longer than the in breath. So suppose you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, then it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two counts more for the out breath. So there's a little more carbon dioxide in the body. Carbon dioxide causes us to relax. Oxygen causes us to get excited and to move. Both are needed. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. vibrations going through your ears, but they also go to the whole skin. Skin has receptors, and these sounds, the waves, go through the different parts of the body. And any part of the body that is out of harmony, it's got a boil or a resistance or some small problem there, these sound waves can neutralize it. Okay, so we had a little sound bath. Let's talk about this awakened brain, of how we can be connected with the universe. Example of this is we are so much involved with technology. There was a time when we could remember phone numbers, right? We needed to call somebody, we'd remember the phone number, just enter it. Today, how many of us remember phone numbers? We lost that ability because we use cell phone. We just press the favorites and then the phone does remembering all the numbers. So we've lost certain ability for that. The ancients, they could look up and see all the details of the stars. They had no telescopes, but they could see all the details. Now we have telescopes, we've lost our ability to see that. Animals, they know in advance that what is happening. Is there a storm coming? Is there an earthquake? When they had the tsunami several years ago, all the animals were running away from the sea, going uphill on the land, because they knew something is coming. So we humans have lost that. At one time we had that ability. Another example is what sometimes we say, I've not heard from my daughter, or my brother has not called me for a long time. Next day your brother calls you. So that happens because if we have developed this ability, it's called intuition. Some people call it intuition. Some people call it clairvoyance. It's that thing. And how can you develop it? You can develop it by meditation. You can develop it by going out into nature, like when we go on a picnic, but go more often, or go to the beach. and just be there with the beach. There you're in contact with the nature. Go to the beach, go to an open space, away from these crowded buildings and noise and buses and trains. Go to a peaceful place, and you can develop the basic nature that we were designed with, but we have lost it. So this author Miller, Lisa Miller, she gives two examples. She says once she was in her boat. It's called a kayak. It's a small boat. You can sit in that. You put a life jacket and you row. And she was rowing. She saw three geese flying, and they were craning their necks this way. Quack, quack, quack. She said, "Why are they? They should be pointing forward. They're pointing this way, like they're telling her something." So she says, "Maybe they're telling me something." So she moved to the right. As she moved to the right, she just realized there were rocks in front of her that she could not see. If she had gone straight, she would have hit the rocks, and who knows what would happen to her and the boat. So she continues going. Now these geese are with her because this is a narrow river. They are craning their necks to the left, telling her, "Go this way, sir." She said, "Why are they doing this?" She said, "Maybe I should move to the left." And as she moved, she realized there were some concrete pylons in the water that would have her boat would have stuck. Then the geese flew away, and she's continuing to drive, to row. And she sees some people there on the side of the boat, on the banks of the river, just looking at her, and bang, she goes against rocks. Those people did not tell her, but the geese told her that there's danger. So the humans were just looking at her. Then when she fell, she had to recover. They just got on their car and left. So humans have lost their contact with one another. That is why there's so much strife in this world. If there's more contact with nature, we have more love for each other. So that is what we can develop. That it's called the awakened brain. So she has a whole book, and I want to show you. She says it's not only it is hearsay, but they've done some research to show that parts of the brain are actually affected. And that's, we have religion, we have spirituality, and we have biology. Religion is good, but spirituality is more important than religion. And some religious people are spiritual too, but spirituality is more important, because spirituality means your connection with God, your connection with each other, your connection with nature. Religion just means you're going to a church or a temple or a mosque or something like that. It's a more formal thing. Spirituality is deep down in the heart's connection to the nature and to each other. So I want to show you a picture of a brain here. Let me see, where is share screen? I got to share. Saleh, I don't have share screen. Oh, share, I'm sorry, yeah. This is the brain. This is the brain. This is the front, eyes are here. This is the back. And there are some terminology, a lot of medical terminology. I don't know all of them, but if you look at this part, they say people who are connected to each other, who are spiritual, who are connected to nature, this part gets lit up. It's called the parietal lobe. This part here is called the amygdala, and another part called the amygdala and I forget the name right now, hippocampus. That is when we are angry, when we are fearful, this thing gets lit up. This thing here, interestingly, is called the cave of Brahma. Now can you imagine, these are Indians, 10,000 before there was telescopes, microscopes or anything like that. They, through intuition, this is before Hinduism was a religion, way, way long ago. These mystics in the Himalayas knew about this thing in the brain called the cave of Brahma, the cave of God. And here is our deep intellectual center. And this gets affected if we are totally in harmony with nature. This is also the place where you have called the dopamine. When we are happy, this part gets, we get what is called a dopamine kick. This part gets lit up when we have dopamine. So I'll stop the sharing right now, and I'm back here again. So this thing called awakened brain, if we are spiritual, it actually affects our brain. It's not just outside, but if we're only religious, if we go to church, mosque, all these formal things, it does not affect our body deep down, our biology. It just affects our relationship with people. We go say hello and things like that, external. But deep down, if we are spiritual, if we are peaceful, it actually affects our brain, and they've got research to prove it. So that's what I wanted to share, and we can get that type of effect, connection, this awakened brain, to be in contact with nature through spending time with nature, through meditation, or through sound healing. Get this thing, it affects our brain and it brings us into a peaceful state. So let's do, for the next 10-15 minutes before we close, let's do another sound bath. Okay? So if you want to, take a deep breath once again, close your eyes, and we'll do for the last 10-15 minutes, we'll do another sound bath. This is a reflection of our possible heartbeat. So feel these sounds going into your body, going into some parts of the body that are weak, either your eyes, your nose, your stomach, you have digestion problems. Feel these vibrations going there and bringing harmony to those cells. You take medicines, that's chemical healing. This is sound healing. Just take slow, deep breaths, and your brain will go from beta to alpha state. Alpha is a much lower vibration, and sometimes it can take you into delta and theta, lower vibration states, which is like deep, deep sleep, very restful sleep, and you can get that through sound healing also. This bowl that I just struck is the sound of the heart chakra. We have 7 chakras in our body, each of them is a different frequency. this is a crystal bowl. It does not have one frequency. It has all the 7 frequencies of all the 7 chakras. So these frequencies go right from the crown of the head to the root of the spinal cord. That is called Muladhara. Feel these vibrations going to your bones also and helping make them stronger, adds to the calcium, adds to the strength of your bones, of the tissues in the body. Okay, with that, I think we can bring this to a close. And this session was on spirituality, religion, and biology. And spirituality is more important than religion. You can belong to any religion, but it's more important to be spiritual. Spiritual means you have love for yourself, love for all people, love for God or whatever you call it, God, Allah, Buddha, whatever, and love for peace. It actually affects the body, it affects the brain. It's very important to be more spiritual than to be just religious. And with that, I thank you for this. I hope you enjoyed this session. Try and listen to peaceful music, go out into nature, and you'll improve your health.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me the 5-minute warning.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay,
see you guys on everybody. We're going to take a break tomorrow on Friday. We'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you.
Have a good
Thank
Monday.
you, Lawrence.
Bye. Thank you very much for coming. Bye.
What was the second tune, Lawrence?
The first was Amazing Grace. Amazing.
Yes, the first
second
I
was
knew.
When the Saints Come Marching In. It's a
okay.
when the Saints come marching. But I played it very slowly. It really should be played faster. Then you enjoy it better. But that's a dance music. This is a spiritual music.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.